So, as you've probably heard by now, had some celebrities pass away this week. Pretty big celebrities. First off, Ozzy Osbourne passed away on, was that Tuesday, I think? Uh, so, I mean, of course you know Ozzy Osbourne, but, if you don't, he was the original lead singer of Black Sabbath. Um, and yeah, one of the most iconic heavy metal guys. So, hopefully, yeah, it's kind of crazy because it was just like he did a final Black Sabbath reunion slash farewell concert a couple weeks ago, and then I don't know, who knows? Maybe he knew his time was coming, and he just did that and then passed on. Who knows? But it's crazy. He was yeah, he did some great songs. Of course, yeah, we know he was Black Sabbath, and then he left, and he went off on his own. Meanwhile, was replaced by Ronnie James Dio, who ended up, yeah, who was also pretty huge, but he passed away a long time ago. And then, oh, okay, I didn't realize his name was John Michael Osborne. I guess that makes sense. Ozzy's probably just came out of Osborne. Yeah, so there's that. I know one of the cooler things he did was he was in the game Brutal Legend. So if you remember Brutal Legend, he played the Guardian of Metal. That's what he is. So in Brutal Legend, he is the Guardian of Metal, and it's a relatively small role, but basically he's just like the shopkeeper in the game. So you buy like upgrades for the weapons and your car and stuff like that. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So it's kind of a cameo, but a little more than a cameo. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Fractured. It was Brutal Legend was an interesting game. The RTS, the real time strategy stuff was weird, and that honestly that is the hardest part of the game. The rest of the game is pretty easy. I think if they, yeah, I think if they tightened up the RTS part of it, it would be a lot more fun. Because the RTS stuff isn't bad. It's just it kind of drags on after a while. And the last one or two battles can get really ridiculously hard. Always enjoy. Yeah, yeah, it's fun to just like bug Ozzy in the game because he's like, he just gets annoyed. Yeah, let's see. Greetings. Oh, yeah. Every time you come back, there's another fucking scratch on that beautiful car. After a brief silence. What is it? You look fucking terrible. Yeah, that's great. The Guardian of Metal welcomes you. The Guardian of Metal welcomes you again. You have interrupted the Guardian of Metal's nap. That's great. Yeah, who knows? Maybe we'll play a bit of it on the channel someday. Yeah, that was fun. So, yeah. Yeah, Ozzy Osbourne passed, and then, let's see, anything else in here? You know what? I hate the way these articles are always laid out. Parkinson's diagnosis. Well, what on earth is this? Prince of Darkness. Anything else to talk about here? Not really. Yeah, but I guess that's pretty much the end of Black Sabbath. Although, hey, Jerry, what is up, man? Thank you for coming. Just talking about, yeah. We'll get to it, Jerry. You'll see why he was on screen, but yeah. So, yeah, what was I gonna say? Ozzy Osbourne. Yeah, so Ozzy Osbourne passed away. Talking about that. I was saying, yeah. So that's probably the end of Black Sabbath, but you never know because I believe Jack Black was at the reunion concert and he sang some songs, so you never know. We might see Jack Black Sabbath. We know our friend Melee James will be really excited for that. Everyone loves Jack Black, especially James. In fact, he's going to have to love Jack Black Sabbath because he has to play that in one of the Melee music streams coming up. You're welcome. So second is oh yeah, Fractured. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I forget. I don't even remember which song it was, but it was just some. I think it was just some Black Sabbath song that Jack Black covered. Yeah, Sergey. Yeah, but I still find his antics entertaining. So, and I do think he's a good singer. I do like his music, and I did love him in Brutal Legend and some of the movies he's done. Yep, Jerry. So next up is Hulk Hogan, who is celebrity number two, passed away, or at least his passing was confirmed today. So yeah, I've been meaning to watch Pick of Destiny at some point. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna fix this. God, I hate these layouts. Yeah, so Hulk Hogan passed away. Oh yeah, well, did they say what Ozzy Osbourne's cause of death was? Died just me, blah 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 blah. No, it doesn't say anything. Underwent spinal surgery. So what? Let me look it up. Ozzy Osbourne cause of death. Okay, it hasn't been. Nobody said anything yet. Okay, so so Hulk Hogan. Okay, Hulk Hogan's. We know they said pretty clearly a cardiac arrest, so heart attack. Yeah, I'm sure the Parkinson's and drugs and all that probably played into it, Sergey. But you know, they haven't told us officially. But in Hulk Hogan's case, they've at least said cardiac arrest. So yeah, fractured, tenacious D tracks are great. Brutal Legend, man, just oversaturated with Jack Black. Yeah, I get you, fractured. Yeah, yeah, I do get that. Jack Black was kind of everywhere. Uh, Jerry, I think he struggled to stay alive. Then after the gig, probably took one for the road. Uh, who? Ozzy Osbourne? Could be. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking that maybe he like kind of figured his time was coming. Ozzy Osbourne, that is, and then he just kind of, they did the final concert, and then he's like, okay, I can just go now, and then he let himself go. Yeah. Yeah. I wasn't expecting Hulk Hogan to pass away because he was like, you don't usually expect someone who's like super in shape like that to pass away, but yeah, I guess with all the stuff that wrestlers go through, all the surgeries fractured too. I guess that makes sense. Yeah. So, yeah, Hulk Hogan. Jerry, was it Ozzy that said he wanted to die on stage? But yeah, so Hulk Hogan, he passed away. I don't know if he passed away. Oh, okay, yeah, he did died Thursday, so he passed away just today. Um, yeah, so yeah, we know Hulkmania, all that stuff. He was a huge wrestler. Okay, yeah, so yeah, okay, so Ozzy wanted to pass away on stage. Okay, well, he missed it by 2 weeks. Yeah, so yeah, we had Hulk Hogan. He was huge wrestler. I mean, I'm not even a wrestling guy, and I knew who he was. Yeah, he showed up at the Republican convention. That was something. I think he ripped his shirt off. Let's see. So, yeah, a bunch of stuff he did. Yeah, he was huge. And of course, we know that he was backed by Peter Thiel of Palantir. Still don't trust that guy, but he was backed by Peter Thiel, and he sued Gawker Media for basically a leaked video of him. And he won, and basically he dropped the Hulkbuster on Gawker. So, that's pretty cool. That was great. Yeah, so he's been in a bunch of stuff. There is, oh crap, there's a, let me see if I have it. There's a great Hulk Hogan meme, a Hulk Hogan shitpost, really, that if I can find it, I want to show it to you guys just because it's so ridiculously hilarious. Let me find it. Ah, yes, here it is. Let me copy it into our stream viewer. What was the thing? So semi-premeditated by Ozzy. Yeah, I guess that makes sense, Jerry. Fractured. That was the thing. Hulkmania was crazy during the 90s, even not being into wrestling. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Hulk Hogan was so huge, you knew who he was in spite of everything, in spite of everything else. Let's see. Okay, didn't copy. And paste. There we go. All right. So let me just show this nice little picture here. Stream share. This is an edit of a really bad comic. I don't know if I'm not gonna go look for it, but if you want to find it, the original comic is called Assigned Male by Sophie LaBelle, and Sophie LaBelle is actually a man. And Assigned Male, if you can't guess, it's a comic about a child deciding that she is a transgender. So people edit it because it's a terrible comic, and this is one of my favorite edits. So yeah. Excuse me, sir. What's your opinion on the latest scandal involving a transgender athlete playing on a women's team? WWE, brother. Oh, okay. Hulkmania. Okay, thanks. Yeah. So that is I just thought you'd enjoy that. So anyway, back to the news here. Yeah, so Hulk Hogan passed away today. So that's two big celebrities passing away, and notably, they are both celebrities with alliterative names, as you might realize. So, you got Ozzy Osbourne. Technically, I guess that's assonance because the vowels are assonance, but who cares? That's just being pedantic. So what? Oh, okay. Anyway, so Ozzy Osbourne, that's OO. You got Hulk Hogan, HH, and you know the rule of threes, chat. Celebrities often die in threes. So you may be thinking, who might be celebrity number 3 with an alliterative name? And my vote, this is my vote right here. What do you think, chat? Can we hope for this to be rule number 3? Yeah. OOHH. Now PP. Can we get it? Can we make a PP? Can we PP, chat? Let's make a PP, chat. Look at that smug face. You want that smug face? You want that smug face to consume you, chat? Let's vote for PP. PP for number 3. PP3, chat. PP3. Yeah, that is today's React. So that's all we got. Because I do have to be. Today does have to be a bit of a short stream. So that is it for that. Yeah. I don't want him to die. I'm tired of him being the poster boy for a movie. Yeah. I'm kidding, Sergey, of course. Yeah, but I just want him to stop being in movies that he has no business being in. And if he is going to be in the movies, to at least, if you're going to be Mr. Fantastic, at least shave the mustache. I mean, come on. Sergey, I would show that, but I'd probably get hit with a copyright strike. I was thinking, oh, you know what? Maybe I should play some music for tribute for Ozzy Osbourne or Hulk Hogan, but that would get me hit with copyright almost immediately. Fractured. You might want him to die, knowing him and his father's back. Oh God. Oh God, Fractured. What's this rabbit hole you're about to send me down? See his Wikipedia. Okay, so he's Chilean. So let's see, early life. Not seeing anything. Not seeing any of the expected stuff. His family are. Oh, he has a sister who is an actress and transgender activist. Why are we not discussing this? Though I will say that is a surprisingly passing photo. His father was up to something and he fled back to Chile. Let's see. Yeah, see, Sergey, I'm trying not to say that because that's actually a dude. That's what I meant by passing. New York, Florida man's video has the details of it. Let's see you post it. You're not going to be able to post it in the YouTube chat. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like it looks good when you look at it, and then, you know, this is what they refer to as a trap, Sergey. Hey, Wingus Dingus. You just missed most of the React, although Fractured is sending me down a rabbit hole here. So what is going on here? So fertility doctor Jose Balmaceda Riera. Wait, so where does the Pascal? Oh, Veronica Pascal. Oh, he took his. Oh, that is funny. He took his mother's last name. I know in Spanish-speaking countries they do a thing where they like add the mother's last name to the last name. But when Pedro Pascal anglicized his name, he took his mother's last name instead of his father's. Oh, that's sad. It's like Miles Morales. That's sad. Okay. You DM'd it to me, Fractured? All right, let me see. Where did you DM it? I don't see it on the Twitter. All I'm seeing are like a lot of the spam requests. Oh, on Discord. Okay. Okay, now I gotta open Discord. All right. I'll pull it up really quick. Okay, I see. Hollyweird exposed the secrets of Pedro Pascal. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, well, that's a whole video, and you know what, Fractured? That might be a react for next week. Because as much as I want to watch this, if I go down that rabbit hole, we are not getting to No, it's cool, Fractured. It's cool. I wish I had more time today to go through that. Okay, let me stick this on a text document maybe. If you're curious, by the way, what you're seeing on screen is a virtual machine. I thought I had bidirectional clipboard set up here, but maybe not. Um, is that Yeah, I shared clipboard bidirectional. Huh, it's weird. Usually I can just copy and paste right into the VM, but for some reason here I have to like do a copy paste job, or not copy paste job with this. But that isn't what I wanted. With I'm gonna have to open it with Vim. Okay, you know what? I'll just open it locally and then we'll do that. I will install a text editor later. Or you know what? I can just install it now. And, all right, so you can watch the installation run, chat, while I just take a quick look at this. Okay. Oh, it's only a minute 26. Oh yeah, yeah. Then we can take a look at it. Sure. Let me pull this back up with Kate. Is the clipboard? Do I just not? Do I just like not have a clipboard on this thing? Sorry, Chad. I set this thing up so that I could do stuff, but for some reason. Okay. That's interesting. So I guess I'll just use Clipper. Yeah, so yeah, so for context, chat, what I do, since I don't want to share my real desktop, because that would be a very, very easy way to dox myself, what I did is I set up a virtual machine. So I can share the entire virtual machine because there's like no personal information on here. I don't even save any logins. But because it's like a very bare bones machine, let me see if that worked here. So it's like a very bare bones machine, so I'm having to install like some random stuff here. Install Clipper. Let's see if that does the job. No, I don't want it to open in Ocular. Why do you keep doing that? Open it in Kate. Let's see. Yes, there we go. Finally. Whew. Sorry about that, chat. Linux.
Are you worried about?
Okay. Ooh. Yeah. Never go down the Linux rabbit hole, chat. You'll never come out of it. All right. Let's see here. So let me play it.
About these millions of Latin migrants in the shadows living in America, and do you fear that America will become an absolutely closed country to the world?
I'm not informed enough. I'm too afraid of your question. I hardly remember what it was.
That's actually a fair answer, to be honest. You know, it's like someone starts asking like an actor about migrants. That is honestly a very, very safe answer, and I hate to say it, but I can actually respect that. You know, just saying, you know, I'm afraid to answer it. I don't want to answer. You know, just leave me alone. That's fair. But okay, he was investigated with a fertility clinic scandal at UC Irvine. His father, he was accused of switching frozen embryos without patient consent. Well, yeah, I know fracture, but still, it's like it's a safe answer. You know what I mean? It's like even considering your political affiliation, it's like okay, you know, I'm just not gonna. I just don't want to answer that. I think that's fair. But yeah, so he was... Huh. While Dr. Balmaceda denied any medical wrongdoing, the investigation resulted in lawsuits and a criminal probe. Why would you switch embryo? Why would you do that? I don't... What is going on? Okay, let's just keep going. Is that it? Also, I don't understand.
My parents are refugees
I don't understand what that has to do with this clip here.
from Chile.
Okay, amid the investigation, Balmaceda and his family relocated to Chile. Dr. Balmaceda has denied any medical wrongdoing in the matter. Okay.
I myself was a refugee.
Okay, yeah, he was a refugee. That's all true. Seems like that's all true. He was an infant. They fled Chile. They fled to Denmark. Okay, they were enemies of Pinochet.
We fled a dictatorship.
Fled a dictatorship, okay. Okay, I see. So they're saying that they were refugees not because they were enemies of the state, but because of all the criminal charges and lawsuits.
I was privileged enough to grow up in the U.S. and I'm not informed enough. I'm too afraid of your question. I hardly remember what it was.
I'm too afraid of your question. I hardly remember what it was.
Huh. Okay. Oh, that's something. Huh. Yeah, so it sounds like his dad's just a not, well, maybe that explains why Pedro Pascal is so weird. Sergei Julian Lefay, the guy that made the Elder Scrolls games, just passed away. Really? Let's look this up. Julian Lefay. Oh, he passed away 2 days ago, it looks like. Jeez. Alright, well, let's see here. Todd Howard joins fans mourning the driving force in the creation of the Elder Scrolls and foundations of Bethesda's game studio. Without Julian, we would not be here today. His work and spirit will live on both in our memories and in our games. Okay, so yeah, Bethesda lead Todd Howard paid tribute to the father of Elder Scrolls, Julian Lefay, upon news of his death. Yeah. Jeez, Sergey. Yeah, I did not know about that. Coming fantasy RPG, The Wayward Realms. That's a studio Lefay set up. Okay, well, let me look into this. I'm interested. Yeah, we're gonna need 16 times the detail. We're gonna need 5 times the size of Fallout 4. Oh, this is interesting.
To the archipelago, a landmass. Welcome to the archipelago, a landmass of over 100 islands, steeped in political intrigue, forgotten magic, and
All right, I'm not sitting through all 3 minutes of
we have
this.
come to the town of Melhelm, at the behest of Lady Ravensworth, stepmother.
Okay, so this is a
Stealth.
fantasy RPG. Very interesting. Well, if you're into the old style fantasy RPG, that might be something interesting to look into. Yeah, I might stick that on my wish list. Yeah, I mean, neither Sergey. Okay, Wingus, they're making a spiritual successor to Daggerfall. All right, that makes sense. Yeah, now I'm not really a big like high fantasy guy myself. Yeah, medieval fantasy. I'm not really big on that. I'm more into like the, contemporary sci-fi kind of thing. But yeah, the gameplay style looks fun though. So who knows? Interesting. This game uses a large language model, so an AI text model, to help parse out in-game player character data, to customize quest objectives, and reword handwritten dialogue to fit that particular player character's playthrough. That's kind of cool, honestly. I think that's actually pretty cool. So the LLM is going to be used to help like customize some things in the game. That's pretty neat. Okay, so they knew they knew LaFay was gonna pass away. So last week, Once Lost Games confirmed that LaFay would be stepping away from the studio to live his final moments surrounded by his loved ones. Today, the studio said he passed away after a courageous battle with cancer. So, yeah, exactly. Jerry personalized the experience. He touched the lives of millions of players worldwide. Inspired countless. Okay, yeah. So, okay, that's pretty much the whole article. Well, that's another one, I guess. I don't know if this counts for Rule of Threes, though, because he's not like a Hollywood celebrity. Oh, go away. I don't know if they'll go full AI for the narration, Jerry, because it seems like they're saying it'll just be like character data. So my guess is it's just going to be reword dialogue rather than... Oh, you're right. Reword handwritten dialogue. Yeah, but I wonder if that'll be voice acted, because they're not saying anything about AI generated voice. They're only talking about LLMs here. So either it means there's not going to be voice acting, or it means whatever they're doing isn't going to be voice acted. But yeah, the idea is to have it be a dungeon master for you. Okay, yeah, if you're going like I guess if this is kind of like a D&D type of game. Yeah, I mean this is an action RPG though, isn't it? It's not it's not turn based. It doesn't look turn based. Yeah, it doesn't say like turn based or anything in here. So as far as how the quests and stuff work in the background, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Parse out user data. Yeah. Yeah, well, so it's just going to be like the stuff you've done in the game, Jerry, I think. But, yeah, so that is our Reactslop for today, I guess. A little more than I expected. But let's just jump into... Oh, wait, let me just put this back on screen for you for a second while I fire up the game here. Enjoy the face. Enjoy the face, chat. We know you love the face.